Good morning and welcome to the daily weather operations brief. Starting off today, we are seeing some warm morning temperatures having already climbed into the mid 70s, and that's also paired with some light and variable winds as a result of high pressure building in overhead. And as we move through the morning and into the afternoon today, we'll see conditions remaining largely the same. We'll see mostly clear skies with some upper level clouds streaming across. We'll see warming temperatures and gradually increasing winds, of which might bring the slight chance of a wind advisory as we move past the midday mark. However, other than that, we are anticipating largely dry conditions for the day ahead. Taking a quick look at the most recent scan from the radar out there this morning, we do remain clear of any reflectivity, so not seeing any precipitation in the region, and again anticipating that to be the case until potentially later tonight when we do have a very slight chance of seeing some light showers move through the area. They should dissipate at the bay. But if we take a look at this morning surface analysis chart here, we can see why things are kind of quiet for the day, or at least anticipated to be such. We do have high pressure continuing to sit off the southeast coast, along with a building ridge aloft, and those are both pretty characteristic of a summertime pattern. And as a result, we're going to see that Bermuda high continue to maintain southwesterly flow across the region for a majority of the day, and that's going to push up some warmer southerly temperatures into the region and likely bring our highs for today into the upper 80s and potentially into the 90s. So overall, it should be a warm day here on the shore, sitting well above average, but we'll also see mostly dry conditions. Taking a look at the current weather observations out on the field, we do have some upper level cloud cover streaming overhead and more so in areas to our west. We'll continue to see such for the remainder of the day, at least a good portion of it until we get into the overnight hours. Winds are currently turning pretty steadily out of the southwest of what was previously pretty variable, but is now settled out of the southwest. Temperature currently sitting at 77 degrees and a relative humidity of 70%. Now, looking at the satellite imagery here, you can see those clouds off to the west. They are thinning slightly and remaining out that way, but again, they're just going to be in the form of upper level clouds streaming across the mid-Atlantic, so no cause for any concern as far as any potential weather goes. And then for the model run of the day, this is the HER on a 24-hour loop, a high-resolution model that is showing us to be modeled dry for the day as high pressure, as mentioned earlier, continues to sit off the coast. I will say that a couple other models have hinted at the idea of some showers passing through pretty late at night into the early morning, but this is the majority run show dry conditions for today. So that is what we are anticipating. And for the 24-hour outlook ahead, seeing temperatures climb into the upper 80s and fall back into around 70 tomorrow morning. Winds will be gradually increasing throughout the afternoon today and tapering off once we move out of the working hours, potentially seeing a wind advisory, although those chances are slight as of current. And as we move into the early hours of tomorrow, although we are largely expecting dry conditions, we could see some low-level cloud cover or some patchy fog, similar to what many areas saw this morning. And for the short-term risk chart to round us out for the daily weather operations brief on Wednesday, looking to see mostly sunny conditions and slightly breezy conditions moving into the area. Another warm day as we will have compressional heating ahead of an approaching cold front, so seeing a high in the upper 80s once again. Wednesday night, partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of low-level cloud cover and a low around 64. And then Thursday, mostly cloudy, slightly breezy, and seeing a slight chance of some passing showers, along with a much cooler high sitting at 67 degrees, and also the chance of seeing some low-level cloud cover associated with that disturbance moving through. Now that is going to conclude the daily weather operations brief. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook.